One interesting moment. Alright. The Crown and the Flame. Book 1. Let's dive in. The escape. Good. Will you be able to escape? Good. A few hours after Marco's announcement to marry Anne, you've been forced to celebrate while a dozen guards watch over you, their swords at the ready. Is this how you make friends, Marco? Marco sits at the head table next to Anne. Silence. You'll speak when spoken to. I control the city, and I control you. My lord, we've rounded up all the able-bodied Aurelians. Excellent. If you'd had the stomach for it, Kenya, these people would have been yours for the taking. I'm not like you, Marco. I don't need slaves due to my fighting. Your time for fighting is over. You've lost. You know, it's just dawned on me. After having the pleasure of killing your mother, I get the joy of killing you too. Tell me, how does that feel? It feels... What did you say? No one talks to me like that, ever. Helena, discipline her. Is that necessary, my lord? Are you questioning my orders? No, my lord, of course not. Helena marches over to you and slams you hard across the face. Ah. Well, we're having fun now. How come no one else is? You know, what would make it more fun? If you served me. Yes, my lord. Not you, you simpleton. You're my bride, not my servant. I'm talking to her, the sad little queenling. You're going to pour my wine, guards. Guards pull you from your seat and drag you over to the Prince Marco. They thrust a pinch of wine into your hand. Thrust a pitcher of wine in your hand. Pour for me. You pour wine into Marco's goblet. He grins at you and deliberately knocks his cup over, sending it off the table. Oh dear, I've spilled it. Clean it up, wench. Do a good job, and maybe I'll keep you as a slave instead of having you executed. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Ray peering out from behind a statue. I've got to distract Marco so he doesn't spot Ray. My prince. My prince. I am far away from that. Oh. Yes. I've certainly, learned my place. Thank you. You stoop and mop up the wine at Marco's feet. Perhaps you should make an exception. You would make an acceptable slave. Thank you, Prince Marco. You are too kind and merciful. Did you think you could fool me with this rush? It's a trick. Everyone on your guard. Suddenly, one of Marco's guards falls face down and a dagger protruding him from a neck. Ray emerges from the shadows, plunging another dagger through a soldier's eye slit. Escape this way. Leon leaps up, smashing into another soldier and knocking him to the ground. They might escape, but you won't. Marco moves towards you menacingly. I must. You grab the heavy glass pitcher and smash Marco across the face with it. It shatters across his head and he stumbles. But before you can attack again, huge hands dig into your shoulders and wrench you back. Not today, girl. You're sent sprawling across the banquet table, food flying on all directions. Not on, but in, but whatever. Remind me to stay on your good side. I don't have a good side. You try to run, but Helen pins you down with one strong hand. Prince Marco, do it. You unsleeves her sword. I'll make it quick. Helen stabs the sword straight through your heart. You turn and run towards Ray, your friends close behind you. Let's go, while we're all still breathing. As more guards pour into hall, you pull Anne from her seat and drag her out with you. But my people. Later. Right now, we need to save ourselves. You look back at Marco, his eyes daring you to stand and fight. There will be a time for him, my queen. Now is not it. Many more are coming. A guard leaps at you, but Gabriel knocks him out with a series of quick blows. Together, you all rush out of the banquet hall, toward the narrow path leading out of the city. I'll be back for you, Marco. I swear it. Yeah, I just died a little bit right there. I came back and, I diverted that whole thing. I thought it would have been something to be able to put him down. In the early morning, you hear a soft knock on your bedroom door. You open it. Dom, you wanted to talk? I did. Come in, please. I'll admit, I'm surprised you showed. I'm a little bit surprised to be here, too. But I guess when it comes down to it, I couldn't imagine you being something evil. Does this mean you're not scared of me anymore? Oh, I'm still scared, half to death, but I'm here. I thought it might help if I showed you how my fire works. Would that be okay? Are you sure? Last time, it was so scary. It was a scary thing. I wasn't exactly myself then. When I get like that, the fire tends to have a mind of its own. I can control it more when I'm focused, when I'm really concentrating. Fire's like that, isn't it? I feel the same way about the castle oven. You set up a candle on a stool against the wall and stand opposite of it. You're going to light the candle from way over there? Wait, what happens if you miss? I won't. Not as long as I concentrate. Trust me. You raise your hand, aim at the candle. Small licks of flames dance around your finger. A small orb of fire begins to swirl within your palm. The orb of fire grows and the flames begin to dance at the tips of your fingers. A streak of fire flashes across the room, lighting up the candle. Tom, you did it. Cool. See? That wasn't so scary, right? Not at all. I mean, it's still strange. But it's like you said. I just have to trust you, and I do. As you lean forward to blow out the candle, your tunic shifts, and Rose catches a glimpse of your brand. You quickly cover it up. Sorry for staring. No, it's alright. I don't mind. My brand, I would stare at too. Then, would it be alright if I see it? I'd rather not. Oh, well, I understand. It must be hard not knowing about your own past. She steps closer to you. I thought you were afraid. Not anymore. She looks up at you and you. Take a step back. Rose, It's okay, I understand. Suddenly, there's a knock on the door. You open it, revealing Naraka's soldier. Both of you, come with me. What's going on? Bartel's orders, shut your mouth and move. You, Rose, Margaret, Tristan, and the rest of the servants are lined up in the front of the Bartel. In front of, not the, of Bartel. Yesterday I killed a hawk carrying a message aimed to helping enemies of my prince. Oh no. Bartel picks at his teeth, eyeing all of you. The bird was delicious. A bit gamey, but delicious all the same. Someone nearby pinches you and you regain your composure. You crane your head. Easy, Dominic. Dang, haven't seen her in a long time. One of you is a spy. A spy with some powerful abilities. Bartel reaches forward and yanks Tristan from the line, holding him around the neck. No. So this boy does unless someone starts talking. You clear your throat, about to speak, but Margaret grabs you, whispering furiously. Listen, I love Rose and Tristan, but I love you too, like you were my second son. Bartel unsleeves a dagger, holding it to Tristan's neck. So you let me do what I'm about to do, Dom. You hear me? You let me do it. Wait, what are you going to do? It was me. I sent the hawk. You, huh? What do you do? As difficult as it is, you hold your tongue. I don't buy it. You're not even literate. Am so? Prove it. Bartel gives her a quill and pen. She shakingly writes out her name. Well, that's quite a shock. Perhaps we've found our traitor after all. And our fire-loving witch. In one sudden move, Bartel plunges his dagger into the hilt. Up the dagger to the hilt into Margaret's back. Ma. No. Mother. Rose and Tristan race to Margaret's side as blood pools beneath her. My darlings, I am so sorry I am leaving you. I love you, Mother. I love you. Margaret dies in Rose's arm. You two, clean this mess up. The rest of you get to work. We're already running late. As the servants scatter, Tristan stares at you. Despair in his eyes. Oh. Yeah. Having escaped the Gilded City, you slow your horse just outside the camp. Why are we stopping here? Unfinished business. If you haven't forgotten, you betrayed us. I'm sorry. I. You did what anyone in your position would have done. I'm so relieved you understand. Ray, don't let me convey our thanks for your aid. You risked your life for us. I was acting under Anne's orders, but Kenna is a worthy leader. One I'd happily risk everything for, and I'm not a man who takes risks lightly. Please consider me your ally and your friend. Gladly, Ray. Now we must turn our attention to a greater problem. Now we're talking. So how in the world are we ever going to take back that city? We'll never do it without our army. I fear sending them on this suicide mission will cause them to revolt. I know exactly what I'm going to say to them. Arriving at camp, you listen as Leon briefs the men about what happened in Orilla. Then you stand atop a fallen tree and face your army. Listen. All those who claim fealty to me. Prince Marco has taken over Orilla. A wave of groans ripple through the soldiers. I know what you're thinking. Some of you may want to turn tail and leave to prosper another day. After all, why should you lay down your lives to help retake the city? Because if you don't, if you allow Marco's presence to fester and grow, then in the coming battle of Stormholt, he'll be unbeatable. We need to stop this now, before he takes the city cold. You join me either out of sense of duty. Several of the former soldiers nod their heads grimly, or out of the desire to earn mountain of coin. Many of the mercenaries grunt to their affirmation. Today presents the opportunity for both. More important than either of those. You should join me. The city is filled with innocents, and we are their only hope right now. They are mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, sons and daughters. Fight for them, for you would want someone else to do the same for your kin. The crowd stirs, clearly moved. We are about to risk everything for this, but I want each and every one of you to hold in your hearts this one notion. There's nothing greater than this world then. Hear, hear. We fight for Queen Kenna. A hearty cheer erupts from the army. You turn to Gabriel and Leon. How was that? It got the job done. It did more than that. I knew you had it in you, Kenna. Now there's only one thing left to do. And what was that? What is that? We take back the city. Well, derp. Alright. Recruited Ray. slowly getting there. Taking a really long time, but slowly getting there. Alright, I'm going to end up ending this stream for this Choices game. Anyone who is following, please give me a couple minutes. I'm going to get myself a little bit of drink and whatnot, and then get back into it. I'm going to jump into playing Gundam. Do some more of the story, everything like that. There's some more information on it that I'd like to read out and get knowledge of. Just found out. And just have fun, period. Alright. For everyone else, thank you for watching. I stream on Twitch. Dead7Jester is the name. Also, Omelet Arcade. Mobile devices. It'll send you straight to my Twitch. And on YouTube, most of these videos that have been recorded will be put on that as